Hello SUMC, Rob here, reporting in from one of SUMC Music's satellite offices with some more thoughts and another friendly check-in to continue to hope you're safe and well and to encourage you to stay in touch. This week, a story and a calendar item. The story. In the time I've directed the choir here, I've had a philosophy that I've only just put a name to. It's the 85-15 rule. This past Sunday morning, we choir folks were back in the choir room before service, putting the finishing touches on our anthems and choral prayer responses and such. It's not that we were struggling with one of them, but we were working out a couple of spots trying to decide how much grooviness was too much grooviness. And this particular anthem was a composition that had a number of moments when the notes of the melody, sung by a smaller group of people, conflicted a tiny bit with the chords that the rest of the choir was joining together to create. In our business, we sometimes call those moments crunches, when a pair of notes are, well, imagine playing two notes that are right next to each other on a piano keyboard. The first few plonks of chopsticks, for example. As sometimes happens, it came to me that in the time remaining before we went on into the chancel for the start of Sunday worship, we weren't going to solve that particular problem in that moment. Actually, it wasn't even really a problem, since when I had transcribed the notes of this anthem from the YouTube video of the thing, I noted the crunches, shrugged, and thought, leave them in, that's what the composer intended. So we weren't really failing to solve a problem, we were just working to get comfortable with the musical thing. I looked at the folks and said, sometimes it's okay to let God take care of the last 15%. As in, we've got most of this thing covered and we'll get out into the chancel and ask for a little assistance. Even in moments where we've got 100% of the notes right, that rule still applies, I think. In a lot of ways, I think it's what makes us different from the University of Wherever concert choir or the Manhattan Transfer, or vocal ensembles that don't operate in a sacred music setting. It's not better or worse in terms of music making, but in our game, when someone tells me that they really enjoyed a choir anthem, I respond, well, I'm glad it hit you the right way as it made its way to God's ears. And I like to think that God isn't just sitting there waiting for the music to arrive, but instead is clearing a path for it to travel well. And now, the calendar item. Tonight! It's a reprise of our gospel group's trip from last year down the road to Temple Beth El to participate in their Shabbat Rinah service, celebrating the work and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Last year we brought over a James Taylor song that was based on Dr. King's speeches. You are welcome and invited to come to this service tonight from 7:30 to 9, either in person or via Zoom. There's a Zoom link posted on their website, and I'll include the link to that particular webpage in the comments section below this video. Not just to see what musical goodies the gospel group are providing, but to experience the rest of this amazing service. Last year we discovered that, with the exception of Rabbi Josh's brief sermon, the evening is nothing but music, and you have to experience the Bethel congregation's group singing. It's like nothing else I've been in the middle of. And it's an opportunity to go over and support our friends at Bethel during this particular moment in history, which, for all of our Jewish friends, has been trying. Anyway, please check back here every Friday afternoon if you like for more video hellos here on SUMC's Facebook page or over on the SUMC YouTube channel, Sudbury United Methodist Church 2501. My email address will appear here momentarily. Please feel free to use it any time for any reason. And as always, if you need to get in touch with any church staff people for any reason, please do during normal business hours, because no matter how, no matter what, doing the work of the church together is the big thing. Keep in touch. Keep the faith. Stay connected.